Okay, so we have learned so far what is Workbench, what is dataloader.io, and how it can be used to insert, export, update, delete the data inside Salesforce. In this video, we are going to explore one more tool called Import Wizard. Okay, go to Setup. Import Wizard is again another online tool. These three tools we have explored so far is it's an online tool, right? You just have to be available with the internet, and then you can use these three tools. Okay, so search here Import Wizard. So Data Import Wizard is the wizard that you have to click. So I just click on this setup, and in the setup I search Import Wizard. I got Data Import Wizard. Scroll down, here you'll find something called Launch Wizard. Click on the Launch Wizard. Once you launch the wizard, same process. You have to select the leads or whatever object. By the way, Import Wizard, it doesn't allow you to do the import, update, import operations in any object. Please remember the object name. Okay, this is the questions that you can expect in the certification sometime, like what are the objects been supported by the Import Wizard. So the objects are account, contacts, lead, solution, campaign member, and any custom object. You can use any of these objects only to import the data with Import Wizard, this particular tool. Okay, so if you want to insert, let's say, opportunity, then I think you have to go and use Workbench. Okay, so this is the first limitations that you get to see in the Import Wizard. Process wise, it is exactly same. Select the object, and in Import Wizard you can only perform this operation. You can insert new records, which is import. You can update existing record, and you can do something called upsert, like insert and update together. Okay, so same process. I'm going to use the same Excel file to load the data and show you how it works. Select the insert, add new records, go to CSV, browse the file, and I'm going to use lead data. Open, done. Click on next, right? Because everything is same, right? Once you click on next, you'll get the page where you have to do the mapping. So see, last name is mapped with last name. Lead status is mapped with status. By the way, the left hand side fields, these are the Salesforce objects, like lead object fields, and in the right hand side field, these are the CSV fields. So if you find that CSV columns are not matching with the Salesforce object field, just click on the change to change the mapping. Okay, in this case I think I everything is already mapped, so not doing any change. Click on next. So I have mapped all the 5 fields, okay, and unmapped is 0. Start the import. This also takes time because it's a database operations. If you click on start import, and if there are suppose thousands of record, it will take time. Click on OK. This will give you a place to monitor the data. This page is called monitoring the data import operation. Okay, and if you see here, if you click on refresh, ideally it takes like few seconds only, but after you refresh you'll get the exact result. Okay, progress 100% is done. And complete batches, only 1 batches, because we had only 4 records I think, and I think all the record has been inserted. Total processing time, it just 243 milliseconds, and these are the data. Status is completed. Now I'm gonna go and see the result. I can go to lead object and see the same result. Okay, so you see the record has been inserted. Okay, so this is the today's records. That was yesterday's records. I actually inserted twice. No, one this record was being restored from the recycle bin, and this record is what I just now inserted through the Workbench. So I just have like two records for each name. You got it, right? So previously I already inserted the data through the dataloader.io, and I deleted all the data, and I had restored it back from recycle bin. That's why you see duplicate data. Cool. So that's all pretty much how you use import wizard. There are a few informations I have to share with you for the import wizard. Okay, first information is, let me go back, search with import wizard. So there are a few limitations that comes with the import wizard. First limitation is you can do the operation only with these specific objects. You have to remember the object name, don't forget it. Okay, account, contact, lead, solution, campaign member, on any custom object. Got it. Second thing is you can't do delete operations. So it is just insert, update and upsert. Okay, upsert is something again, this is the same operation that we do in Workbench as well. You see the upsert button, right? Upsert, what it does, if you have an Excel file which has the brand new record, okay, which needs to be inserted, this upsert operation can do. And if you have an existing record which needs to be updated, that also this upsert operation can do. For this upsert operation, there is another unique key that you need, is called external ID. You get it? When you do the upsert operation, Salesforce provide one unique key, that's the ID. You have to use external ID. I mean, external ID could be any field, by the way. Just give me a second to show you what is external ID. Okay, if you go to setup and go to object manager, go to lead object and go to the fields. See here, any fields that you can insert. Let's say I'm creating a new field inside the lead object, which is the email field. Okay, and select the email, click on next. See this page, there's a checkbox called external ID. You can make this new field as the external ID, and the same external ID, this particular field that you're creating, you just have to select when you do the upsert. You get my point? See, when you do the upsert, it creates new record and or updates existing records based on the unique external ID. So you have to choose that external ID and do the upsert operations. So insert, update, delete and export, these 4 operations is what we do very frequently. Okay, I hope there is no doubt on these 4 operations. And next point is this: in the import wizard, you can actually import maximum 50,000 records at a time. That means if your Excel or CSV file has like 55,000 record, you can't do it in that same transaction. It has to be 2 transactions, one with 50,000 record, another transaction with 5,000 record, right? So that's the limitation we have with import wizard. You cannot in one single transitions. You know what is transition, right? A transition means you have 50,000 record in an Excel file and you are hitting this next button and clicking on the import button. When you click on import button, this is what transition is. So in the same transition, it cannot be more than 50,000 record that you can insert. Okay, that's the second limitation that we have. Okay, so for a small type of import, we use import wizard a lot, but again, all this tool does the same thing, so you just have to choose one tool and stick to it. That's it. Okay, so next video, let me just talk about the 4th tool called data loader. See you in the next video.